Hi there, and welcome to another series by the Maths Coach. This time around, we're looking at trigonometry, okay, from a very basic level, that is grade 10 level, as far as the CAPS curriculum is concerned here in the South African context. And I've set up here a nice set of triangles, similar triangles, if you would notice. And these are right-angled triangles. So I need you to take note of that. That is the first thing. And what I've done is I have measured each side of each triangle. Okay, so AG, AE, AB, as you can see, and the hypotenuse as well. So let's just remember those basics. If I have an angle in a right angle triangle, then the side which is opposite to that angle is known as the opposite side. And obviously the side which is opposite to the hypotenuse, not hypotenuse, my apologies, to the right angle rather, that side is known as the hypotenuse. And obviously the third side is known as the adjacent. So that is how you view a right angle triangle, okay? You just look for the right angle, and the side that is opposite to the right angle is the hypotenuse, also known as the longest side in a right angle triangle. So you cannot have a right angle triangle in which the hypotenuse is shorter than the adjacent or the opposite. That just doesn't happen. I'm saying this deliberately because it's one of the most important concepts in trigonometric ratios, that is sine, cos, and tangent. We're going to see this as we progress to the grade 11 curriculum as well as the grade 12 curriculum. So follow closely on these little things that I say and not right. Okay, so we've got three triangles, triangle AFG. Maybe let me set up a table here because we're going to observe, we're going to have a close look at what happens in each triangle. So we're going to study the ratios, different ratios in each triangle. So you could set this up if you want. You can set this up actually in your own notebook, for the lessons which you take with me online here in this channel. So I want you to observe a number of ratios. We're going to observe what happens when we take the opposite and divide it by the adjacent in each triangle. So you're going to start with triangle AFG here, or AGF, up to you. And then from there, we will look at the second triangle, which is the one which is in the middle. Okay, so it is that triangle ADE, ADE, yes. So this point here is E. And lastly, the big triangle, which happens to be triangle ABC. So these are the three triangles which we will look at. So, and in each triangle, as I said, these are similar triangles. I hope you do notice that they share angle A, which is named alpha here, as the common angle. All right. So we're going to observe what happens to the opposite over adjacent. But not only that, we will also take a closer look at what happens when we divide the adjacent by the hypotenuse, and lastly, the opposite by the hypotenuse. We're going to look at that. And I want you to actually try this on your own so that you discover this. Once you have discovered this, you will not forget. I promise you, I can guarantee you're never going to forget what is the sine of an angle, or the cosine of the angle, or the tangent of an angle. These are important ratios, fundamental ratios in trigonometry. So I want you to go ahead. In fact, you could even make this more exciting because my values seem to be quite perfect, especially the adjacents and the opposites. So go ahead and actually try out this on your own. Draw a triangle like mine and get a protractor and measure the angle that is formed there. Of course, the thickness of a pen or pencil which you are using to draw will have an effect, but you do that and just measure this angle here and go ahead and fill up this table that I've put up. If we use AFG just as an example, the opposite is FG. So all these sides are opposites, okay? That's the opposite. That's the opposite. And then AE that's your adjacent, etc. So if you were to do this, opposite here is 2 and adjacent is 4 in triangle AFG, which by the way simplifies to 1/2. So go ahead, try that for triangle ADE, for triangle ABC. Same thing with the adjacent hypotenuse, opposite and hypotenuse. The next video will kind of consolidate this short task that I have given you. I hope you enjoyed that, but most importantly, be deliberate in doing this activity. Make sure you understand what's going on there. See you in the next video.